Hi, everybody. For Sandy, in the fourth quarter, the lineup you had won on the big run. What made you go with that combination, and what did you see from that group that you think you could sort of carry over into the next games?
I was trying to find some energy, to quite honest. We're getting our butts kicked there. Try a different lineup, see if that worked. Went to a bit of triangle and two, and took them out a little bit of a momentum, and then we just played in the right way. So, I was happy for 10 minutes tonight. The rest of it wasn't so good.
Question also for Coach. Just, are you happy that you got to see your team defend the Lynx well for those two and a half quarters, whatever it was, or does the stain of the first quarter kind of stick with you, that defense?
Yeah, game's not won in the first quarter. It was probably, the second quarter, at least we responded. We found a way, but, we didn't come out with the urgency that I would have liked or had expected. This is a very disciplined team. The way they defend, but also the way they move the ball can be really tough matchup there. And the only great thing about it is, hopefully we meet them again and it should be fresh. And, we can learn a lot from that. But I just didn't felt like they, wanted it more than us. We didn't have the physical presence that we needed.
My question is for Stewie. What do you take away from a game like today?
The fact that, we could have gone in the fourth quarter and just kind of given up the game. Sandy could have put the bench in and just let it be, just one of those games. But we continued to fight and, knew that basically what we were continuing to tell each other was like, cut it to 10. Cut it to 10, get this energy behind us. We have this crowd, and let's see what happens. We obviously dug ourselves in a deep enough hole, but just trying to mix it up in the fourth quarter and continuing to be aggressive. And it's, we know. We've been in these situations. You can't show up after the third. We need to be ready. Minnie is obviously a really good team, and they're playing really, really well together, and they deserve this more than we did.
Sabrina, why would you say that this afternoon's game felt a little bit like the 2023 Liberty? I mean, Stewie had maybe 38 points. Why do you think that happened?
I don't even remember the 2023 Liberty, to be honest, or whatever you said. Obviously, I think it's tough to win any game with only two players in double figures. Ultimately, it's you might get away with it once or twice, but not against Minnesota. Obviously, you look at the box score and you see how well balanced their scoring was. They were hitting us in all kinds of angles, inside, outside, 50-50 balls, transition, getting to the line. They just, kind of came down and did whatever it is they wanted. And obviously, we struggled offensively. And credit to them, they junked things up defensively, made passes hard for us, and it felt like we were kind of a little bit on our heels, and I'm not sure why, because we knew what to expect. We've played them a decent amount of times, but I think it's good. It's always kind of a blessing in disguise sometime to get punched in the mouth and have to be able to respond and understand what it takes to beat a team that's as good as they are.
Sabrina, just today it was a tough shooting day for you. Were they doing something? Was it just your shots weren't falling, or for you particularly?
They're a great defensive team. They're going to make everything difficult. Yeah. You don't really get open looks. You get into the lane, you think you're open, and three people come out of nowhere. Obviously I didn't shoot the ball well. I was 4 for 21, which isn't great. But I'm going to continue to stick with it, knowing definitely going to be better than I was tonight moving forward. And I think I need a game like this sometimes too, to just kind of knock some sense into me and understanding I can't show up and play like this for us to win.
Just one follow-up. Thank you. For either of you guys, she says it's good to get punched in the mouth sometimes. Do you feel that way? That this could, especially at this time, you guys have been on top for a long time, to have this kind of thing happen right before the playoffs?
We're still on top, so I would start with that. I think that this is exactly kind of what, like Sab said, what you need to happen, because right now we're not good enough. And we know that we have 2 regular season games left. We know we want to clinch one to seal home court advantage, but also know that we have to work and we have to be better, and we want to be our best come playoff time. And obviously that's Sunday, that's a week away. But I think with our team, we have the experience, we have the mindset, the mentality to kind of look at this, take this one on the chin, see what we can do better, and then go from there.
Hey, Breanna. Earlier in that fourth quarter, you had an N1, and you were really trying to generate some of that energy from the crowd. It might have been the most animated, the most expressive that we've seen you in a moment like that, and that's down 17-18 in the fourth quarter of a game. What was so important to you? What was so essential about fighting back in this game and playing to the last second?
Just knowing that, we're not giving up. I'm not giving up. I've been in the WNBA for a while. Obviously, Sandy has coached for a while. Things happen. You see teams up 20, and then all of a sudden they're down. And hoping that, we just needed like a spark. We needed like a pattern interrupt. We needed something to kind of get us going. And having the crowd behind us definitely helped. And I was trying to do whatever I could to kind of make something happen.
Hello, I'll sorry, didn't go your way. My question will be for Breanna. What is it that it's a two-part question. What does Minnesota do so differently from the rest of your competition, and what went so right in the fourth quarter that you guys can take with you over this next month?
Yeah, I think what Minnie does really well is they're a team that really kind of congests on the nail defensively. So basically, they're always pre-rotated for the next pass and taking something away. And offensively, they move the ball. They'll wear you down for 22 seconds, and then they'll find the open person who will hit a last-second shot. I can't tell you how many times that happened tonight. And they're just confident in their teammates. And I think that what we take from the fourth quarter is the way that we played. If we would have played that way the entire game, we don't know what the outlook kind of would have been. But just the fight, the way that we continue to play on a string, and, we never gave up.
Hey, Sandy over here. Just post-game, obviously, it's a super veteran group. Just in the locker room, do you need to voice some of what you have just voiced to us in here? And did you voice some of that? Or do you lean on Stewie or Sabrina or Sloot or any of your vets to kind of, hold each other accountable in these kind of moments after a loss like this?
Yeah, I've made my feelings clear in the locker room, but in the end, we've got to, hold yourself accountable in how we showed up to the game and why, and then we work it out together. We have to continue to stay together. So that was my message. It's sometimes, we got smacked in the head, so how are we going to respond? So we have to, hopefully we get another chance to play them in the playoffs, but we weren't our best today. So let's learn and be ready for the next 2 games to finish the season.
Hey, Coach. In that fourth quarter, you played Niara Sabli the entire 10 minutes. She came in, had a little bit of a wrist injury, but really toughed it out and gave some pretty good minutes in that fourth quarter. So just what can you say about her impact in that fourth quarter, what she gave?
Yeah, massive. She's great. She gives us a little bit of different look. She rolls quickly. She made some really aggressive moves to the rim. I suppose it's a player they're not going to bring as much crowd to compared to the others, so she got the one-on-one advantage there, but she just competes really hard, and it gave us, she didn't stop trying and trying to help get both of these players open and did her job, and that's what we expected of her. So great minutes for her tonight, and we're going to need that as we move forward.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.